guys at OPENROAD have been kind enough to give me the OPENROAD ergonomic camping chair. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a test out of it, and I'm also going to be doing a bit of a comparison with another pretty well-known brand, which is the MacPack lightweight chair. If you've watched any of my videos for the last couple of years, I've been pretty much exclusively rolling the small chairs. They fit in a lot better spaces. You can sort of squeeze them down the sides in the car. They fit in your drawers really well, all that sort of stuff. And they also just aren't as big and bulky or as heavy. You know, when you go away and if you're walking between campsites, you can also chuck them in your backpack and then set them up at a waterfall or wherever you're setting up. So that's pretty much why we roll the small chairs exclusively now. So in terms of a few of the specs, the OPENROAD comes in at $170. It weighs 2.7 kilos and it has a max rating of 150 kilograms for actual weight it can take. The MacPack chair comes in at $180, weighs 1.7 kilos, and it can only take 100 kilograms in weight for the actual person sitting in it. OPENROAD also have a very comparable product to, say, the Dachi swivel chair, but that chair comes in at $210, so you know, a bit of a price difference there. This is significantly cheaper. So I'm going to do a bit of a quick setup, show you how long it takes each of these to set up, and we'll go from there. To the OPENROAD. The OPENROAD was a lot quicker to set up and it's got a few more features. So firstly, starting at the back, you can actually tighten the headrest up with these straps here, which then essentially just makes you sit a bit more upright, which is good for when you're like having dinner or something like that, you're trying to sit up at the table. It'll keep you a lot more upright with your headrest, as opposed to if you loosen it off, it'll really make you sit back quite far and you can fight the urge to fall asleep in the chair. Apart from that too, it's also got the swivel feature, so you can rotate full 360 degrees in the chair, which is pretty awesome. The big one that the MacPack chair is missing is the cup holder. So this could take a pretty large water bottle, but definitely will fit a beer. So you can plunk that in. It's even deep enough that you can probably put some ice down the bottom and keep your beer nice and cold sitting in the base of it. If you have a look at the MacPack base, it's got very small feet. And we have had the problem when you're sitting in the sand or soft dirt, these will actually dig in really far and you'll actually end up almost falling into the ground. Another issue we've had with these chairs is the elastic cord will sometimes come out and it's pretty hard to then reseat it. This has happened to every single chair that we've owned of this type. Not just specifically the MacPack brand one, we have had another type of chair like this and had the same issue. And we've also had the stitching at the top tear through on a similar brand as well, which essentially made the chair useless, and this is why we ended up with the MacPack ones. The OPENROAD chair is a lot more of a sturdy design, so it's got a lot thicker pieces at the bottom. It doesn't rely on the cable or the cord to hold the legs in place, and it also has much larger feet, which would be a lot better in the sand or loose dirt. I think in loose dirt this would actually be completely fine. Sand you might still get a little bit of sinkage, but I don't think it would be the same. Another drawback in comparison to the OPENROAD chair is these chairs, yes, they're really light, which is good, but again, if you give them a bit of a rock or there's a bit of wind coming through, they will just fall over. They really aren't designed to stand up in the wind at all. Do the same thing with the OPENROAD. It's got that bigger base, comes back to itself and actually stays up pretty well. which is awesome. Another sort of drawback of these chairs, for their structure to be substantial, they have these bars that run along the top of them. This is the same in the Helinox brand, the MacPack brand, all the brands. We actually found this one to be the more comfy version of all the chairs, but they still have this bar, which is needed so that they maintain their upright form, but it is exactly where your head rests when you're leaning back. Obviously the OPENROAD goes the exact opposite of that and goes really hard into the comfort perspective and pretty much gives you a pillow to lean your head back against. The other issue that you have with this style of chair is because it is in two pieces and all the parts are really lightweight. When you're folding up the poles, you then have to put the canvas down somewhere, and half the time it'll blow away, or you've got to be able to put it down somewhere where it might be dirty or dusty, so it actually ends up falling in the dirt more often than you'd think. With this style of chair, it's all one piece, so you sort of pick it up, fold it up, and it's not going to end up in the dirt, which is fantastic. So having used this style of chair with the MacPack version of it for the last year, I can say that the OPENROAD is definitely a step up in terms of comfort, ergonomics, and sort of that structure. Now obviously this does have a slight advantage in terms of its lightweight setup, but again you then trade off the weight that it can take, the sturdiness on the ground, and the structure of the actual chair itself. And you miss out on some of the cool features like the cup holder, the swivel component, and then the headrest for comfort, because that is just the best. So if you want some four-wheel drive products, head to the OPENROAD four-wheel drive website. They've got an Australian version which is starting to come in. It's got great awnings, it's got chairs, it's got winches, it's got a handful of other things as well. If you've got any questions on the chairs that we've reviewed today, please chuck them in the comments below. Happy to answer any questions you've got, or hit me up on my Instagram page. Cheers.